Welcome in, guys. All right, still trying to set up here. I have been taking product photos all morning, so still getting ready. And it sounds like we have construction outside. I don't know what they're doing, but welcome in, everybody. I'm glad you're here. So this is just a casual crochet chat. I do need to show, I ordered these from Salem, one of my friends here on, I think she's here on YouTube, and she's on TikTok, and I think she's on Instagram also. And this is a cute little car. I'm trying to get the go size. This is just a cute little car charm. Isn't this so cute? So I ordered this from her. So thank you so much, Salem. I love it. Hello, Ronald. How are you? Hello, everybody. Hello, Gladys. Welcome in. These are just so cute. I just love my crochet friends. And I did post the listing for my leg warmers, and I have the pattern up on my Etsy shop, and I have the tutorial on my YouTube channel. So I have all these sets available. Hello, everybody. So yesterday, hello, Dagmar. I made up all of the other ones that I needed to make. So I have two of these, or one set. I have a set of these. I have a set of these. I have a set of these. I have a set of these, the pumpkin pie ones. I had to make another one of those. Let's see what other sets I have. A set of these. I made another one, so I have a matching set. Because some I was just making one-offs to see if I liked them. Those, the purple ones, and the rainbow ones. So I have all of my pairs. I have all of my pairs done. Hello, Dee, how are you? And let me show you guys my Octagon cardigan. Okay, so this is the first time that I have tried making this, and I am attached. I'm attached to my yarn. Let me get everything out of the way here. Okay, so let me show you how this is fitting so far. And I did add a couple rows last night. So I want to go back and I gotta see if I need to, of course, I'm not gonna wear it with this outfit. I don't even know when I would wear it. Maybe to church. It'd be a nice little cute sweater for church. All right, my hair looks very messy. I just love it. I really, really love it. So I have added 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 rows down here. So you just connect and then you just keep going around. I think it's because but I admit I have no idea what those are. They are little boot warmers, little boot cuffs. But I really love this. So how many of you have tried the Octagon cardigan? And it made this nice little collar. I love the nice little collar. That way it's not coming in at you right here. And I just love the way it fits. It really is flattering the way it just fits right here. And then what I'm going to do, you made 4 of them. Yeah, the octagons. So I think maybe I'm just going to add maybe another row or so. Maybe, I don't know if I'm going to put maybe a scallop edge. And then I'm going to put some chains, make a long chain and make a little tie. Make a little waist tie. I have a sweater that I wear to church. It's cream. And it's sort of like this, and it has a little waist tie, but the waist tie is too high for me. It comes right here over my ribs where I have this huge rib flare. So it's not really flattering because it's like at the big part of my waist where my ribs are. I need my waist tie to be down here. So I'm gonna get it to a place where I can add my waist tie right at my waist to like cinch it in. And then I think it will be so cute. And then I'm gonna maybe add some little ruffle detailing to the edge of the cuffs. I have not steamed it. So I just did my seam here and I haven't blocked it or steamed it or anything. Today, so probably only on for, oh, you're sick. Oh no. Yeah, don't worry about it, Dee. Don't worry about it. You can relax, go relax. And you can just put me on mute if you want. I hope you start feeling better soon. But I really like it so far. I really like it. This was my first attempt, and I followed the pattern where she was doing, because she has so many different styles. So I followed the one where she was doing, I'm trying to think which one it was. I don't know if it was the one with the tie, and I can't remember if she called it a bolero. But anyway, she was using like maybe 3 or 4 smaller yarns together with a much larger hook. And I didn't want to do that, and I wanted to use a thinner yarn. So I just guessed at the measurement because she said the back measurement is the most important thing. So I just started with that, and I just took a chance. You know, when you're trying to compensate for different yarn widths and hook sizes and everything. So instead of using her, I think she was using maybe a 7 or an 8 hook with multi-strands. I'm like, well, I'm gonna try this combination, and it worked. Hello, Donna, how are you? Yeah, it fits really well. The back fits absolutely perfect. So I was right on, and I think I wrote down what I did. But the pattern is by, it's Drama Crochet Annie, is who I get the pattern from. All right, so I am going to make some more little boot covers because they are just so fun. And they are a great stash buster where you can just look through your stash and use up some of your yarns. Okay, so, or did I just wind up this end? Don't you hate it when you have 2 ends coming out of the yarn and you're not sure which one is which? Hello, everybody. Welcome in. All right, so I have two of these. This is the mistletoe. This is Red Heart Super Saver. This is the Christmas yarn. Hello, guys. Funny23. Hello, how are you? And this has been sitting in my stash. This is a variegated yarn. I'm still trying to go through and use. I'm going to show you what I'm trying to destash. So I'm trying to destash this cabinet right here full of variegated yarns. I'm trying to work my way through that. And then somebody was asking about my Halloween cardigan. This I did a couple years ago. So sometimes I will repost old content. And this was a Halloween cardigan that I made for myself. Oh, was it last year or the year before? I can't even remember. Anyway, I cannot wear that unless it's super cold because it's just too heavy. But that is my Halloween cardigan that I made for myself. All right, so I think I'm going to use up this Halloween yarn because I have 2 skeins of it. I want to use it up. It's variegated. I want to get rid of all of my variegated yarns that I bought because I'm like, oh, I like this. And then what do I do with it? I think it's because hello, Salem. I had bought an Addie knitting machine, and I thought that I was gonna make all these Addie knitting machine stuff, and everybody under the sun is doing that. So Etsy's just so oversaturated with that. So I'm like, okay, so I've got to use up projects to make these. Salem is here. Salem, I ordered from Salem. Everybody give some love to Salem. I ordered these from Salem. Aren't these so cute? They're the little car charms. Just adorable. So cute. And she even put blush. She even put makeup on them. So cute. So I ordered these from Salem. And she also sent me a free little pouch. And she sent me a cute little card. So thank you so much, Salem. Hello, Janet. How are you? Hello, hello. Yes, Catherine, thank you. They are. How's everybody doing today? Donna, how are you feeling? Dee is not feeling that great today. So I'm going to be making a pair of my leg warmers here, little boot cuffs. I'm going to make some with white cuff, white trim. Maybe do the scallop ones, I think. I think the scallop ones would look pretty with white scallops, and I'm going to use this for the body of them. Try to use this up. See how many I can get done. Prayers for Dee. Yes, we hope Dee feels better. 1, 2, 3, 7, 10, 11. And the pattern for these leg warmers, guys, is on my channel. I have a free tutorial. Yes, I love adding the blush. I know, that is so cute. I have never tried to add blush to anything. Okay, so let me see, what am I doing? So I've been on the computer all day. I had some Christmas stitch markers that I listed. Actually, I haven't listed them. I have to list it after the live because I ran out of time. I ran out of time. Mondays and Tuesdays are my busiest day because I usually have orders and I'm trying to order pack orders and tape orders, you know, videotape the orders. Or I have new listings that I need to post. And then I have my live. So I have a TikTok live on Monday, YouTube live on Tuesday. So today is Tuesday. And then I also have to go out with my Sophie. So as soon as I finish this live, I'm gonna get on the computer and make the listings for my Christmas stitch markers, which I already took product photos of. I just have to make the listing for them. And I have 4 sets. I think I'm gonna have more, but for right now, I'm gonna start with 4 sets of Christmas. Hello. I know, Lynn, aren't they so cute? They are so fun and addictive to make. And you can just look in your yarn and think, oh, I want to make this color and this color. And it's great for stash busting. I'm going to be using up this yarn right here. You probably all have this yarn in your stash. I just want to use it up. Shema, hello, how are you? They are so fun to make. They really are. So now I have to remember what I'm doing here. It's always tricky when you're on a live and you're crocheting and you have to think. But once I get these going, it will be fine. Cute, but they say car charms are dangerous for people's vision. Yeah, they don't bother me. I actually have not put that in my car yet. It's right here. I want to show it off. I wanted to get something for Salem so I could show these off. And I have seen so many car charms. We don't have any problem for them here in Utah. We're okay to have them on, but they are so cute. I wanted to make sure that I had something that I ordered from Salem because she is so sweet that I wanted to help promote her. So they're not in my car blocking my vision at all. They're right here in my crochet room, guys. They're right here in my crochet room keeping me company. So there's no vision being blocked here. Oh, they're my little crochet friends. I know, yes. Hello guys, welcome in, welcome. It's so fun to have people like from all over the world on here. I just can't get over it. I was telling somebody the other day that I have crochet friends literally all over the world and they just could not imagine that. And I said, absolutely. I said, you can just go live and I can talk to everybody all over the world. So welcome in. Welcome in, guys. Kimberly, is that you? Kimberly's here. Kimberly, how are you doing? How is your diamond painting going? Okay, I have to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Did I just put an extra stitch there? I might have. Kimberly, what have you been up to? Is that my last one? I think that one is. All right, I have to start counting. Okay, Suzanne. I gotta check her listing, make sure she can see that. Oh, I hate it when you keep getting notifications on the top and they won't go away. Welcome in, you're doing good? Busy with the kids? Yes. How many kids are you babysitting right now? Hi, I need to make my second ruffle ankle warmer. If yours, I can get, yes, I get to crochet along. Yes. I know the thing, when you make one, you're like, oh, you're so excited to move to another color. And then you got to remember, you got to make the other one. So yesterday I was making the second one to all of my pairs that I just had one. Oh, going on Christmas. Yes. Yes. Hello, Miss Heidi. Miss Heidi, hello. Kiana, hello. Hello, how are you? Is it Prashant? Hello, I'm from the US, guys. Hello, Kimberly, who's here? Someone in the chat wasn't speaking English. Yeah. Yes. So if you can, just use English, because if you don't type with English or use English, we have no idea what you're saying. I know I had so many pairs. I had to make this one. I had to make this one. I think I had to make this one. There was so many that just had one, and I had to like, all right, I have to make the pair. And oh my gosh, are you having fun making them? They are so cute. So right now I'm making another leg warmer, and it's going to be white. It's going to be the scallop version like this. It's going to have the scallop at the top and the bottom, and it's going to be white scallops, and then I'm going to use up this Christmas yarn. How many of you have this in your stash? I have had Christmas yarn. Actually, I think I only have 2 skeins of this, because I know it's not my favorite. So I think I bought 2 just to have it in case. I think I was going to make maybe hair scrunchies with it. So I'm going to try to use up all of my two skeins of my Christmas Red Heart Christmas yarn. And I hope you guys have been noticing how many of you have gone into your Michaels and have seen the new Joann's yarn in the Michaels. Ours has had it. I know I have 2. Yep, I have 2 Salem, and I'm going to use it up. I'm going to use all of this up. So I'm going to see how many. I have 2 skeins of this Christmas yarn. I'm going to see how many of these Christmas little booties that I can make. And then whatever is left, I'm going to turn it into a hair scrunchie and be done with it. And I'm not going to buy any more. Oh, they're so fun to make. I love your kitty pillowcase. Can you show how you make the back of it? I will try to make a tutorial for that, Melissa. I have one right now that I just finished the other day, and Suzanne has got to purchase that one, and then I can pack that up. And then I am in the process of making the purple multi-colored one. Right now, I'm only doing this because I'm on my live, and I would be maybe putting some more rows on the Octagon cardigan, but I don't want to like forget what I'm doing and put too many rows on. I don't want to get carried away when I'm on my live. I try to do something very, I have the door open. I have a bug in here. Michael's isn't the best. Hoping it gets better. Yes. My Michael's has never been the best either, sorry to say, but the last time me and Sophie went there, they had new rows of yarn. They had new aisles, and I believe it was the Joann's yarn. So I think they're slowly adding in the Joann's yarn that they purchased. And the one yarn that I want to see is the holiday big twist. I want to see these colors right here. I want to see the Christmas big twist and also the Halloween big twist. I want to see those 2 colors. Because do you remember last year, Joann's was very late. They were so late putting out their Halloween yarn and their Christmas yarn. It was almost like they were putting them out when the season began, and they don't realize that we have to have it like at least 3 months before. Yeah, we need the holiday big twist, because if you have used the holiday big twist, not only are the colors like so awesome, the colorways are so beautiful, but it's so soft. It's so lightweight. It's so soft. Yes, I know. I don't know that they will be, Janet. I hope, but I don't know. Michael's can be just a little bit pricier, but what is the one where we get the coupons? Is it Michael's? Is it Michael's or Joann's? I know I'm constantly getting text messages from Michael's. Is anybody else? They are constantly trying to get me into the Michael's store. And I have not been yarn shopping in so long. I can go into yarn stores like, you know, I was going into Joann's and I just wasn't buying anything. And I've gone into Michael's and I haven't bought anything. I'm trying to think. The last time I think I was in Michael's, and I think I bought, the yarn that I bought was, oh, I don't have it here, but it was the lime, juicy lime or something like that. It was multicolored green. And I did only buy 2 skeins of that because I thought it would be handy for if I was going to make anything that was like grass or plants or something like that where I needed a nice variegated. Hello, Charlotte, welcome in. Thank you, Sarah. Yeah, sometimes it's only online. Is the holiday yarn available on Hobby Lobby Gets Deals? Yep, Hobby Lobby. We do not have our Hobby Lobby here, but guys, they have actually put the Hobby Lobby sign out. So we will be getting a Hobby Lobby. I'm so excited. Michael seems to, yeah, they do, yeah. And you can do a pickup now? Oh, awesome. Hello. Is it We Pro Try? Hello. I don't know how to say that, but welcome in. Sarah, I do knit. If you look over here, you'll see 101 knitting needles. See, I have a whole container of knitting needles here and here. I'm trying to move my hands. I have 2 huge containers. I have so many knitting supplies and I really don't do that much knitting anymore at all. I can do more with crochet, so that's what I do. So right now I am, if anybody's just come on and thinking, what are you making? I'm making a little boot cover. I'm gonna use up some of my Christmas yarn. I'm gonna have, I'm doing a white cuff, and then I am doing, the body's gonna be the Christmas. The body's gonna be this. So, I don't know, I gotta figure it out. Because I was thinking I was gonna do the scallops in this, but I've already done, I think I'm gonna do the cuff in this and the body in this. And then maybe I will do the ruffle one and do the white ruffles. Maybe it'll be like this with white cuff, Christmas here, and then white here. I think that'll be pretty. I think I'll do that. Michael's the other day because I needed a roller car and then 2 other items. Yes, I know. I know. The cash register is really where, you know, the pavement hits the road hits the pavement, where you like, I remember, hello guys, welcome in. Me and Sophie were at, no, I think it was me and Lily. Me and Lily were at TJ Maxx. Now, TJ Maxx is the place where usually once you put stuff, once you start, if you get a cart, if you go into TJ Maxx and you get a cart, you're in trouble. So I do not get a cart. We just walk around the store and that saves us. Because once you put one thing in the cart at TJ Maxx, you want to put more things. And then you get to the cash register and I don't know why they tell you the total. Why would you want to know the total? I remember one time my daughter Lily was moving into her new place here. And so she was moving in, you know, she was getting stuff to move in. And the person said the total. And we were like, oh my gosh. We were like, never say that. Never tell anybody the total. Hexagon cardigan. About what size would you compare your cardigan to? It's an oversized. It's oversized. All cardigans, all of those cardigans are kind of oversized. So I have one here. So I'm a medium, but it's a made to measure. So you should be making it to fit you. So in the video, I think I tell you, you do as many rows as you want. I'm making this to sort of fit me. When you get to the arm part, I put way too many rows for the arms and then I had to take some off. When you get to the addition part. This is how I usually do mine. I do mine like this, and I do not even do extensions to the arms because I have short little arms. So what I do is I just do a tie here. This is how I do mine. I was trying to do a tutorial to teach because everybody wanted me to make a tutorial to show them how to add to the back, which I never do, and then add to the arms, which I never do. So I was doing a tutorial for that. Shout out to Reading. Oh, hello from Reading, England. Are you okay? Are you okay, friend? That's fine. Yes, you don't have to donate anything. So they're oversized. So mine are oversized. I'm a medium, but if you're gonna wear, usually when you wear oversized cardigans, they're oversized. So extra large, 1X around, but um, it all depends on how big you want it. You make that sweater. Do you have a tutorial? I have a tutorial how to do a hexagon cardigan. I have I take you through all of them. And I will tell you, I was sick as a dog with the flu for some of those towards the end. I was so sick with the flu. You can hear my voice. I'm struggling to even talk. But this is how I do it. I started it the same way. The only thing for the tutorial is I added to the center of the back because people wanted me to show them how to do that. And then I added to the arm length, which I never need to do when I'm making myself a cardigan. But this is how I like to do mine. But my tutorial here on YouTube was showing you if you need to add to the arms. I was trying to do like a different version for those of you. I always have people wanting me to do my tutorials because I guess I'm very good at like explaining what to do. And so they were like, please make a tutorial for the cardigans. So I did. And it was very fresh in my YouTube channel. So I wasn't editing the best. I have all of my ums and ahs, and I say every other word I say ah. I didn't know how to edit and take out all of those at the time. Do you use cotton so is that 18 rows on the actual cardigan part? I think I did 25 rows on this one. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 24 inches. It's just 24 inches with no arm extensions, no back extensions. That's 24 inches. 24 rows, 24 rows. And I believed I used a 6 hook for that. So it just all depends on if you're making them for you, if you're making them to sell, if you're making them for somebody else, then you're gonna wanna either get some measurements or have them try it on. But those hexagon cardigans are just the most simple things in the world. It just depends on if you're tall, long, wide, have long arms, then you can just adjust it as needed. Love making baby size? Yes, yeah, those are so cute. And they don't take any time at all because you just make a few rows and then they're done. Do you use cotton-based yarn? Sometimes I use cotton. Go watch my videos. Okay, yeah, if you are making one for you, Alexis? Or are you making it to sell? Are you making it for somebody else? Are you making it for you? Because the best thing to do is just, you're going to just try it on. Yeah, for you. And what general size are you? Are you generally, like a small, a medium, a large? Big granny squares before. Also, where are you from? Oh, I'm from the US. Yeah, and what I do, I'm a size medium, basically like a medium 5'5". All right, I almost thought I was gonna sneeze there. I'm basically like a medium 5'5". So what I like to do is use a 6 hook and do around 24, 25 rows. I have done 26 rows and it's a little too big for me. Whereabouts in the US? I'm in the Southwest. I'm in the Southwest now, but if you hear a little tang of Maine, I am from Maine, so you might hear a little bit of an accent. I'm not Canadian, but we grew up in Maine. So what you're going to want to do is, if you're around that general size, then what you can do is, my suggestion to you would be start making 2 sides together. Don't just make one side. Make 2 sides together. Like do 3 or 4 rows on one and then start your other one, do 3 or 4 rows on this one. And then do another 3 or 4 rows on one side and do another 3 or 4 rows on the other side. That way your tension is going to be the same And that way, when you think that, okay, is this big enough? All you need to do is put some stitch markers on it and then try it on. And then you'll see, okay, this is coming along nicely. See, that's where I messed up because I did only one side. Now I'm dreading doing it. Yes. So if you do both sides at the same time, that way you'll have nice, good, even tension. I have made one side at one time and then made the other side at another time, and one side was smaller than the other side. So I had to like add like an extra row and maybe the same color for one side to even it off a little bit, because you can crochet one day with tighter tension and one day with looser tension. So my advice is to make them both. You don't have to go one row, one row, one row, one row, but do 3 or 4 rows on one side and then do 3 or 4 rows on the other side. And if you're using up yarn, that way you know that, okay, I'm gonna have enough yarn, because if you run out, you can just switch yarn on both sides and just use, when I was doing mine on the tutorial for here on my channel, I was using up scrap yarn. So I was doing some on this side and some on that side. And then when it was done, it was done. I just moved on to another color. When you make your cardigans, what size hook do you usually use? I usually use a 6, but I have made one in a 5, a 5.5, and I don't know if I've tried a 6.5, but I've done one in a 5, a 5.5, and a 6. And do I have my Christmas one here? I don't have my Christmas one. I have a Christmas cardigan, and it just comes out a little bit smaller. So it's maybe a whole size smaller. So if you use a 6 hook and then you make one with a 5 hook, it'll be like a whole size smaller. I do not have any pets, no. I used to have 2 little guinea pigs that I loved so much. Thank you. You like my disco balls? Thank you. I love all of my disco balls. But I just recently made for those of you who are talking hexagon cardigan, I just made an octagon cardigan that you make in one piece. So you don't even have 2 sides. You make it one piece, all in one piece. And I followed the tutorial from Drama Crochet Annie, and it comes up so cute. And I love it. And you just make it all in one piece so you can keep trying it on. But I really don't plan on making any more of the hexagon cardigans because they're just too big and heavy and bulky and hot. The only time I can wear them is if it's freezing out. Oh, you have a doggy named Midgie. Hello, Midge. But I'm really excited about the octagon cardigan. Now, do I think I'm going to make any to sell? No. I just wanted to try your pattern, so I've done it, checked off the list. Yeah, it's really fun. Have you tried the octagon cardigans? And plus, I wanted to use up my yarn. So I have used up, actually used up this size right here that I just showed you. Used up 2 entire cakes of the gossip yarn, the Red Heart Gossip. And then the only time that I had to like break into cake number 3 was to sew, to crochet. So I single crocheted, I started here and I went all the way across and I single crocheted them together. And that's the only time that I broke into cake number 3. And now I am adding a few rows because I think it needs to be just a little bit longer. So I'm adding a few rows and then I'm going to make a nice little waist tie. So it'll come in at the waist nicely. Hello, welcome in. Okay, have a great day. Have a wonderful day. Don't forget to subscribe. Is there anybody here watching that has not subscribed? Make sure you subscribe. It doesn't cost anything. It's totally free. I don't have any monthly subscriptions at all. You just watch me for free. And we are up to 30.3 right now. Every time I look, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm just so excited. I just can't believe my channel growth. I'm just so thankful for it. So thankful. Yes, I know, 30K. I just can't believe it. I can't. I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm so thankful for it. Yes, you turned out great. Awesome. Yeah. And she has so many. If you watch Drama Crochet Annie, if you watch her tutorials, she has so many different styles. The hardest thing that I had to do was like decide which tutorial I was going to watch. And I think I picked I can't remember which one it was, but it had the tie. But instead of putting the tie here, I'm going to put a tie at the waist. Hello, welcome in. Oh, thank you, is it Romy? Yes, yes, thank you so much, Funny23. I appreciate that. Thank you, Heidi. What is your favorite, Charlotte? My favorite yarn. So if I would say my favorite yarn is the Red Heart Roll with it. I would say that's my favorite yarn. And then if I am using cotton, my favorite is I Love This Cotton. I think those are my two favorite yarns. Now, yes, I love Big Twist, but if I don't have Big Twist, then I will use Red Heart if I have to, because it's hard. There's other yarns that I can use, I guess. I just have so much Big Twist that's my go-to because I have it. It was readily accessible in every color, and I only bought it when it was on sale, so it was a really good price. But if I don't have Big Twist, it's not going to be the end of the world for me. But I really, really love to use the Red Heart Roll with it. This is for this one right here that I used for this Octagon cardigan. I used the Big Twist, not Big Twist, I used the Red Heart Roll with it in Gossip. So this is the color Gossip. I had bought a bunch of this because it was on sale. And so I bought a whole bunch of skeins when it was on sale. So I had this colorway. And I think I had 3 of these, and I used up, I'm on my 3rd skein right here. So when I use up this, it'll be gone. This will be the last of my Gossip. And I broke into cake number 3 on this. So you do go into 3 cakes. But it really doesn't take the amount of yarn that maybe the hexagon cardigans do, because it's not so oversized. The hexagon cardigans tend to be very oversized and heavy and big, and bulky. And this is just a nice little cardigan that's not so big and bulky. King Cole, I've never tried that. Do you have a vest tutorial? Like a vest that you would wear as like a shirt or like over a shirt? I don't, but I have been thinking about making a vest. That's on my horizon of things on my far horizon of things that I have wanted to do, a cute little vest. I remember that I did one in a pattern roundup that had a heart on it. And I thought, oh, wouldn't that be cute to make a vest? So I might make a vest at one time. I am making these little boot covers. They're like little leg warmer boot covers to go over like your little shoe or little boot. And I am making a Christmas one. I'm trying to use up this Christmas yarn because you should be making your Christmas stuff. You should be listing your Christmas stuff. If you're selling anything, now is the time to have everything Christmas listed. After this live, the first thing I'm going to do is list my Christmas stitch markers, and I'll show you the sets that I have because I have 4 sets. Let's see, I have my little container here. So I have all of my stitch markers right here. I need to order some of these bags, some more of these bags. All right, so let me show you some of the stitch markers that I just put together, and I took all the photos, but I just ran out of time to do the listings. So I have all of these cute little stitch markers. Aren't they cute? So again, I had 2 rolls of this Christmas cotton yarn. I'm gonna use them all up. I have 2 rolls, and I'm gonna use up them all. And I'm gonna see how much Christmas charm sets I can put together. So this is set A. And they're a lot of the same charms, but maybe 1 or 2 charms are different. Okay, I had the door open because I was running back and forth and a little bug came in here. He's flying around. We usually don't have bugs here at all. Thank you, Jonna. All right, this one is set B. And maybe there's just one or two that are different. So this is set B. I only have 4 sets. And then set C. This is C. And then got one more set. And then I've just got to look for my other charms, C, D. So one more set here. They are cute. And it's a set of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's a set of 12 charms. Those cute. So I've just got to list those right after my live, and then I've got to go pick up my Sophie. It's our day today, but I have Thanksgiving ones. These are so cute. I think I have 1, 2. These are the Thanksgiving ones. These have to be the cutest. These are the absolute cutest. These are the Thanksgiving charms. Aren't they so cute? And each set is just a little bit different. Okay, so that's the Thanksgiving. I still have a few sets. I have one Halloween set. I think this is the only, I think this might be the only one Halloween set that I have left. I think this is my only Halloween set that I have left. Once this one is gone, they're all sold out. I think that's. These are stitch markers, progress markers, stitch markers to put on your knitting or your crochet, or you could just put them as a little charm somewhere. But I have all kinds. I have so many different sets. I have Easter. I have bows. This one is all little bows for those of you who like the CROCHET bow, little pretty little charms. And they're just stitch markers. But I have this whole container full. I have so many different ones. I have bees. I have just a ton of different ones. I have fish, succulents. I have this whole container full of different stitch marker sets. So they're all organized in here, all nicely organized. I love organization, so. And then, Donna, you had asked me if I had Care Bear. I don't have any Care Bear, but maybe these are what you were thinking of. And these are little kitties. Little kitty stitch markers. Maybe those are what you were thinking was the Care Bear. But those are cute. All right. They are cute, yes. And I use stitch markers all the time, all the time. And that's something that when I first started knitting and crocheting, I don't think I used any stitch markers at all. And I think it was really when I started using stitch markers that my crochet really started to improve, because I was counting. When you're using stitch markers, you're like keeping track of the first row, the last row, counting rows. I didn't even care if I had the right stitch count or I had the right amount of rows when I first started. But I think that's one of the things that have really improved my crocheting is really counting the stitch marker, you know, counting the rows, you know, how many rows did I do? Is this one the same as this one? How many stitches did I put? Did I drop stitches? Did I add stitches? And that's when you start really, your stuff really starts looking good. Yeah, yeah, you really do. And I think Care Bear version of Hello Kitty. Yes. Yeah, I really don't do like trademarked. So I won't do any Care Bear or Hello Kitty or anything like that that's trademarked. I just stick with like, those are cute little kitties. That's all they are. Mesh pattern, yes. Simple mesh pattern with every other row, double crochet, 2 chains, and others, one double crochet, 1 rows, and haven't, yes. Marked, yes, finished it and started it because it's so boring for me, repetitive. Some of us really like the mindless because like me, I just want something mindless that I can just watch TV and be on autopilot. So I love those. Yeah. Try like a smaller project. Sometimes beginners will start off with blankets, and that's such a big project for, I would never suggest making a blanket for a beginner crocheter because it's just too overwhelming. It's such a big project. But going back to the stitch markers, I really want to say that that's when my crochet work really started to improve, when I was actually counting stitches and double checking my work, looking back at my work. Looking back like this, you know, I've looked at it several times because I don't want to catch anything. And I want to make sure that I'm doing my edge right. You know, when you start like looking back at your work, stuff for both carrot, yes, just made, oh, really? Oh, awesome. Yeah, if you're making it for yourself, it's good, but you really can't sell trademark stuff. So that's why when I'm in like Michael's and I see the most adorable little stitch markers, you know, charms, I don't buy them to sell because that can get your shop shut down. So I don't do any of the trademark characters. And they have like Barbie Salem, and they have, what was I seeing the other day? They have Star Wars, Barbie. They have so many cute little charms at Michael's. They really do. I think there was, there was something else that we saw that was like, oh, those are so adorable. But the bead section, when I go into the bead section, me and Sophie, we were like, oh, wow, look at this. Oh, wow, look at that. The beads and the charms are so cute. And fabric. When I am looking through fabric, I'm like, oh my gosh, look at this fabric. I don't even sew. I did know how to sew because I had a job as a stitcher. So I was a professional stitcher, but I didn't like it at all. So I won't sew anything. But whenever I go through the fabric, I'm like, oh my gosh, look at these kitties with Christmas hats, and look at these puppies. And they have this fabric that's like foresty, where they have like little baby animals, like little deers and little fawns and little bunnies and little chickens and little hedgehogs. And it's like, oh my gosh, it's so cute. Had a, I know, oh, you only have Hobby, you don't even have a Michael's? Oh, wow. So we do have a Michael's. We used to have Joann's, that's closed. We have 2 Walmarts. They are different. Our Walmarts are totally different. And then we are getting a Hobby Lobby. They have been building it. So it will be built, and then I will be able to go to it and show you what we have at our Hobby Lobby. Now, when I go into Hobby Lobby, I used to be able to buy the Red Heart roll with it there. That is where I first seen it, and that's where I would go in specifically to Hobby Lobby to buy Red Heart roll with it. Then they discontinued it, so I could not buy the Red Heart roll with it. And then the other thing that I buy, the only other thing that I buy at Hobby Lobby is the I Love This Cotton. I don't even buy the I Love This yarn there because it can be a little pricey, even with the discount. And I only buy the stuff when it's on sale. But usually if I go into Hobby Lobby, the only thing I'm coming out with is I Love This cotton. That's mainly it. Oh, no, yeah, an hour away. Oh, wow, yeah. When we get the Hobby Lobby, it's gonna be the closest. It's gonna be the closest store that I can go to for yarn is going to be Hobby Lobby. The Walmarts are sort of the farthest away. But I've seen online where Michael's is going to be getting like a Joanne section where they're going to have like, what was it? What are they calling it? Something and sew, knit and sew section where they're going to have Joanne's fabric, Joanne's yarn. So that's going to be awesome. I have been saying for years, why can't Joanne's and Michael's just get together into one store? Why do we have to go to 4 different stores to get yarn? It makes no sense. And also, why can't Walmart carry all the brands of yarn? I mean, they carry everything else. Why can't we find this in a store? I want to go into Walmart and I want to find Red Heart Roll with it. Why can't we find Red Heart Roll with it at Walmart? They have Red Heart yarn. Why don't they carry the roll with it? I just don't understand. And I have asked on the Red Heart Instagram and their websites and everything, why can't we buy Red Heart Roll with it at Walmart? Like what is up with that? And I never get a response ever. Oh, hello, Charlie. I appreciate how you give us so many beautiful tutorials. Thank you so much. And you don't ask us to pay. Yes, I will never ask for a membership fee. Never. I will say that. I will never. I can't even imagine. And no shade to anybody who does. Absolutely no shade for those who charge a membership. But why would I charge? Why would I charge for you to watch me crochet? I just can't. It's not in my my DNA. So I will not charge for memberships. And Charlie, did you watch this week's vlog? Have you watched my vlog? I go on and I mention you because you left a comment or something, so I do mention you, and I think I subscribe to you, or I say that I've subscribed to you or something. I think I mention you. I mention anybody who mentions me. When I go into my mentions page on my vlog, every week I will check it and see if there's anything new. But I think you had commented on a page or something, and I'm like, oh, this is somebody who has stopped onto my live. So I think I mentioned you in this. Michael's, yeah, you already have the fabric, Emily. The last time I went into my Michael's, they had already added a whole extra entire, like 2 sides of an aisle. I don't know what they got rid of. It seems to me that it was in the sewing section. So it seems to me that Michael's is so frame heavy. They have so many frames. Are people buying all the frames at Michael's? Maybe they're gonna take out maybe 1 or 2 frame aisles and add, I mean, because something has to leave, right? For Joanne's fabric to come into Michael's, something has to leave the store. I think they could do with less frames. Like if I'm thinking in my mind, my Michael's, if I go into my Michael's all the way at the end of the store on the right, they have at least 2 full aisles of frames. And then all the way through the middle is frames. And then it gets to art, and then sewing, embroidery, and then maybe a little yarn. So I think that they can get rid of frames at Michael's. I would have to see like their analytics. Like this is what I like to know. What are people buying? Like when they go into Michael's, are they buying like, and they have so many fake flowers. Like they have aisles and aisles of fake flowers. So get rid of some of the fake flowers. Like what are people buying when they're at Michael's? Are they buying scrapbook? Are they buying ribbons? Are they buying decor? You know, I think a lot of it might be decor. I think that's where the Hobby Lobby does the best, is decor. So I would have to look. I would like to have a spreadsheet and see like what sells at Michael's or what was selling at Joann's. What made Joann's go out of business? It seemed to me when I was in Joann's, everyone was buying yarn. So I don't know why they went on a sale, because when I go into, whenever, this is what is so strange to me. When I would go to Joann's, it would be full of people buying and buying yarn. When I would go into Michael's, there's hardly anybody in the Michael's. And there's hardly anybody buying Michael's yarn. So why did Joann's go out of business when everybody was buying their yarn? And Michael's is not going to go out of business when people don't buy. I haven't figured that out. I would like to see some information because my Joann's was always packed with people buying yarn, like coming out with 2-3 bags full of yarn. I hardly ever see people coming out of Michael's with yarn. Joann's was just too big. You mean the store? 1, 2, 3, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And I did see people buying fabric yarn at Joann's. I would just like to see some numbers, like what were they buying? And what are people buying at Hobby Lobby? What are people buying at Michael's? I'm gonna have to look. Next time I go into Michael's, I am going to like look at everybody in the store and find out like what's in the cart. What is in the cart? Is it decor? Is it frames? Is it paints? Is it scrapbooking paper? There's so many different crafts. Like what are people buying in Michael's? Hello, I crochet. Yes, I'm new to your channel. Hello, Rita. About Michael's too much frame. Yeah, and yes, too much frames and dried flowers, because if I'm envisioning my Michael's, like when you first walk in, they have all of the like holiday stuff. And then right after that is tons of flowers, tons of dried flowers. And then the whole like back is frames on both sides of the store in mine. And for me, if I'm gonna get a frame, I'm gonna go to Walmart and get a cheap frame. I'm not gonna go to Michael's and buy an expensive frame, although I have done that. I have done that when I needed a special size, but for the most part, I'm gonna go to Walmart, because I don't know about you, but Walmart has some nice looking stuff. They really do. They have nice looking stuff. It's not like Kmart. Walmart they have beautiful things. And you can just go into Walmart, and it seems to me that you can go in there and buy almost anything, like anything. You crochet too? Well, welcome in. Welcome in. If we have anybody new, hit the thumbs up while you're here, and then make sure you subscribe. I am trying. My goal is to get to 100K. I am like 70,000 K away, but every little drop in the bucket helps. So thank you for subscribing, and it's free. There's no subscription. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, I'm almost done. And the way I keep track is I always have my yarn and my working yarn, my tail and my working yarn on one side of my work. You know how when you're doing a cuff, it can be confusing, not knowing, okay, is this the same amount of rows? So what I did in my notes, I made a picture of a little rectangle, and I drew a little tail on one side and a little tail on the other side at the top. So I know that in my mind, both of my yarns have to be on the top, on the left side for me. Toy section, yeah, I'm thinking I hardly ever see anybody buying like toys and stuff. Now I do know that they do have the book nook. Is that what they are? The book nook things? Like I've showed my daughter, I bought her the little book nook, the little things that you put together on the shelves. I've seen those at Michael's, but they only have, it's hard to find, and they might only have like 2 or 3 to choose from. But it seems to me when I'm over in that section, there's nobody there. There's nobody there. There's always people in the beads, always. Beads, yarn, decor. I would love to see some demographics and some information on what are the best sellers from Michael's. It intrigues me. I want to know, like, what are people buying? Another thing I always wanted to do, does anybody else think of this when I'm driving? Where are these people going? Like, I wish I could get like a bird's eye view of like my city and know where are all these people going? Like, is everybody on the road going to work? Are they going home to work, home? Are they going to the grocery store? Are they going to Costco? Are they going to Target? Like, where I would like to see like a time lapse of maybe like a whole entire year to figure out where is everybody going, because I don't know about you, but my town is so overcrowded. Like, the traffic is unbelievable. And when you pull into Target, dollar store, these malls that you have, like Target, Five Below, Kohl's, Home Depot, whatever, there's no parking space. When we go to the movies, there's no parking. There's no parking anywhere. Everybody is on the road at all times. Where are they going? Are they shopping? Are they going? They can't be going to back and forth to work like at all times. Like, are there just women in their cars driving around to shop at all times? I just think, where are all these people? I know where I'm going, but where is everybody else going? Yeah. Yeah, driving around, like, where, like, that's what I always think, like, where are these people going? Are they where are they driving back and forth and then going home like I'm doing? Or did they spend the day in town? Drive, I just don't know. And that's always on my mind. You do scrapbooking? A ton of yarn. Yes, Ronald. Yes. They revised the whole. Yes, mine has too. It's added. Bye, Dee. Thank you so much, Dee. Have a wonderful day. I appreciate it. I do the same thing. Yes, I love this scrapbooking. Yes. Bye, Dee. But I will tell you, I never see anybody in the stationery section, scrapbooking section. It's always beads. And then they have a ton of candles, right? Candles and lights. And I've got to really take notice, like, but do people like walk around Michael's and look at everything? Like TJ Maxx, we start at one end of the store and we make our way around the purses, the makeup, the shoes, we do a tour. That's why when we go into TJ Maxx, it takes us forever because we're looking at everything. But Michael's, Joann's, Walmart, I go, I get my stuff, I get it, I cash out, I leave. Target is another one where we will go into the makeup section, the home decor, the kitchen. We will go everywhere in Target. Target and TJ Maxx, we seem to browse. Guys, my best friend's birthday is this week, so I crocheted her a pusheen. Oh, nice. That's the gray little kitty, right? Is he gray? My daughter loves pusheen. Okay, so I'm on the right side. So I think I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh, no, I need to do one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 15, 16, 17. I need to do one more row. One more. Is that the gray little kitty, right? My daughter loves pusheen. All right, I hate it when I don't count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. 9, 10. Well, happy birthday to them. All right, got to turn and go through. Yeah, the little kitty. Yes, pusheen. My daughter loves pusheen. 1, okay, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so that's when I know that I have my cuff done. When I count my ridges, and then I make sure that my tail is at the top and and I'm ending at the top. So both of my ending yarns, my start and my beginning is at the top. so that I'm not maybe ending down here or maybe have it like this. I like my cuffs to be exactly the same size. Watching you, oh, the big screen. Oh, I'm sorry to hear you're sick. I'm on the TV. My husband said, it's like you have your own TV show. And I said, I know, I'm a TV. I'm on TV. And I show Sophie when she comes over, I'm like, I click on my vlog and I'm like, look, Sophie, you're on TV. I hope you feel better. Dee's not feeling well and Ivy's not feeling well. I'm so sorry. It stinks when you're sick. It really does. That is like the worst, especially when you're a mom and you have to do a million things and you're sick and you still have to cook and clean and getting kids to school. I remember going to school with a throw up bucket on my lap and the teacher came out and I had a throw up bucket and she's like, oh my gosh. And I'm like, I gotta drive the kids to school. I'm sick. I'm throwing up. They need to be brought to school. All right, guys, it is 12 o'clock. I hope everybody has a wonderful day, and we have two of our little friends that are not feeling well, Dee and Ivy, so get well soon, guys. Yes, have a wonderful day. Stay in bed, watch some fun stuff on TV, and relax and crochet if you can, and just feel better soon, guys. Bye, Salem. Again, I want to show Salem's things that I ordered from her. They are so cute. And they're going to be in here keeping me company in my crochet room. I've got to find a little place to hook them and then they can be my little crochet friends here. I need to buy stitch markers. Yes, yeah, my stitch markers are for sale on my Etsy shop. Okay, guys, have a great day. I'll see you next time. I'll see you next week. Bye. Oh, fun. Fun, Heidi. Bye, everybody. Have a great day. I appreciate it, guys. Bye, Donna. Bye, everybody. Bye. Bye, everybody.